day. It's Madden NFL Football.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just give us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On 1st and 10, Starr. Yep. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, Monk, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Monk, he's got it to the 43 here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 73 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Starr. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Looking to throw. Starr. He completes it to Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll try the left side. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Starr under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
Throwing on 1st down. Robeson. He finds his man, complete. That's Person. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Robeson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, Robeson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Wall. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Starr.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Monk. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers 17. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Starr. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Starr. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have regained the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect
not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wall, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wall, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Wall, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find Scott on the right side complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Robeson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 1st and 10, Starr.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Starr.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on 3rd down, Starr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter.
Wall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Robeson. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Starr caught here by Griffin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Starr. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Starr.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Come on now, let's do this.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Monk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking to throw on second down. Starr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Throwing on first down. Starr. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw on second down. Starr. And a completion to Wilson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Starr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw on second down. Robeson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A final shot before break. Robeson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robeson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down. Starr, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
Operating from the gun, Robeson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Person. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Wall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw. Robeson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down now, Monk. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle they go. Wall. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Operating from the gun. Robeson throwing the out route and complete. That's Person. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Starr buying time to his left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Starr. And he will find his man on the outside. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Monk, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Starr. Griffin's got it. Middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Starr got his tight end. That's complete. It's Griffin.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a two-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Robeson. Open man here is Scott, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Robeson. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Up the middle they go. Wall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall, a nice little juke. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Robeson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw on 2nd down, Robeson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver's offense now set to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. They'll start here with Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Starr throwing middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Church. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, Starr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
No problem there on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Panthers coming out now. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw on second down. Robeson. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Wall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a pretty good burst there as they'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, this is Jackson as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run with Jackson out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a give, it's Jackson, and he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right